Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Kraken Packs video. I am your host, Mr. Bevers. We're going into Aether Revolt Box 2. I apologize there, I dropped the box onto the table. It may have made a large bang noise, I apologize. Rest in peace. Headphone users. I'll see if I can get that drowned down a bit in the audio for the YouTube. When I do the editing, we'll see if I can get that lowered a bit so it doesn't make a disaster. So we're in box 2. We've opened no Planeswalkers so far. And I should say, this is box 2 of my case. Technically the third box I'm opening. I did one at midnight release. So still no Planeswalkers out of 2 boxes. Not the end of the world. But we've opened, I think, 4 Fatal Pushes so far, so that's not too bad. First rare is a Midnight Entourage. And we have a foil in the first pack, which is a Fenhauler. No, I have not played in any drafts yet, but I played in the pre-release and sealed, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. But again, that might have just been the fact that I hadn't played in a sealed pool at a local game shop in quite some time, so maybe I was just, enjoying the fact. Someone opened a case yesterday and got 4 walkers and 0 inventions in an entire case. Wow, that is some horrible luck. That is some horrible luck. A first Fatal Push, not bad, and an Inspiring Statuary is our rare. So, the Fatal Push, very good, very good. Good to see that so early on. I don't know what the mythic average is for these boxes. I heard somewhere that it's a little bit higher than normal. It's like somewhere in the 5 to 6 range. So the last box that we opened was only 4. So it might have been a little bit low. I don't know. Peace Walker Colossus is our rare there. Scrapper Champion, Trophy Mage, Thopter Arrest, and an Oath of a Johnny. I think that's my 4th copy. Not that I need 4 copies, but there they are. The deck that I'm planning to build with it will probably only run 3 of them instead of 4. Cogwork Assembler, Perilous Predicament, Monstrous Onslaught, and an Aether Sphere Harvester. Little 3/5 flying. You can give it lifelink. You can crew it with one power crew. Not bad. Not as good as Copter, obviously, but still not terrible. Deft Dismissal, Perilous Predicament, Monstrous Onslaught, and a second Peace Walker Colossus. Wow. 2 of these already. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. Untethered Express, Lifecrafter's Awakening, Spire Patrol, and a Consulate Crackdown. I don't know what I just knocked over, but I knocked something over. Don't know what it was. Foundry Hornet, Renegade Wheelsmith, Siege Modification, and an Inspiring Statuary. Wait, that's two double rares we've gotten out of this box already. We have 2 Peace Walker Colossuses and 2 Inspiring Statuaries in this box already. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could be a reprint. This could be a reprint box. A weird double run. That would not be great, but we'll see. I mean, it could not be great, but unless there's like 2 of, like, you know, Heart of Careers in here, and then maybe that's okay. Baral's Expertise as our rare there. Only 1 foil so far. We're about a third of the way through the box. And a free Jam Regent. It's a crappy fire-breathing fire cat thing. To be honest, I don't even know. Like, those dragons and stuff are normally very good in limited, and this guy, I'm not sure. Because he's a 4/4 for 6, and yeah, I know you can cast him with Inspire, so he costs less than 6, but his fire breathing is 2 mana instead of only 1. Holy moly, that's 3 double rares. That's 3 double rares. We've opened 2 Oath of Ajani's, 2 Peace Walkers Colossuses. I don't know how you want to pronounce it. Whatever. There's a plural, and then 2 Inspiring Statuaries. Huh. Okay. And we're not even a third of the way through the box. We're not even a third of the way through the box, and we've already opened 3 duplicate rares. And only 1 foil. Restoration Specialist, Tezzeret's Touch, Ridge Scale Tusker, and an Aether Geode Miner as our rare. And only 1 Fatal Push. So you would hope that if we had gotten so many double... Like, the fact that we've gotten 2 of 3 rares and only 1 of an uncommon? Disallow. Pretty decent counterspell. Lets you counter stuff that is not just spells, and that's why people are excited about it. Being able to counter activated abilities and triggered abilities is an interesting concept. Not something that's new by any means, but people enjoy those types of things. Maulfist, Rogue Refiner, Reverse Engineer, and Aethertide Whale. And our foil here is a Vengeful Rebel. 2 foils, 1 Fatal Push, no mythics, 3 double rares. This box is not looking great for us. Winding Constrictor, Ravenous Intruder, Airdrop Aeronauts, and a Glint Sleeve Siphoner. So 2/1 for 2 with Menace. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, you get an energy. Beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 2 energy. If you do, you draw a card and lose life. Not a bad way to spend your energy. Restoration Specialist, Sly Requisitioner, Monstrous Onslaught, and a Rishkar Pima Renegade. So that's the green legendary creature, elf. So it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Each creature you control with a counter on it has tap and add a green mana to your mana pool. Still no mythics. This is going to be the faded, the ever faded no mythic box. Rogue Refiner, Windkind Raiders, Barricade Breaker, and a Hope of Girapur as our rare. I've never had it. I've never had a no mythic box, so I'm probably due for one. I know that they don't happen that often, but they can happen. They can indeed happen. Winding Constrictor, Ravenous Intruder, Thopter Arrest, and a Dark Intimations. Okay, we're halfway through. Halfway through the box. We don't have any mythics yet. And we only have 2 foils. Scrapper Champion, Trophy Mage, Crackdown Construct, and a Scrap Trawler. And our foil, an Alley Strangler. Just a 2/3 with Menace for 3. Probably not bad in Limited. I don't think you'll see play in anything else, really, but... Skyship Plunderer, Aeronaut Admiral, Vengeful Rebel. There's our first mythic. Our first mythic. We finally got a mythic. Gonti's Aetherheart. 6 mana cost. When it or another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you get 2 energy. Pay 8 energy, exile this, take an extra turn. So halfway through the box, we got our first mythic. Okay. Now, like I said, I think the average mythics in a box these days is like 3 to... It's actually supposed to be like in the 5 to 6 range, and our last box only had 4 in it. So getting less than 4 would be bad news bears, right? Ornithopter. Pacification Array. Another duplicate rare. Wow. Wow. I don't think I've ever had this many duplicate rares in a box. So we've got 2 Rishkars, 2 Peace Walkers, 2 Oath of Ajani's, and 2 Inspiring Statuaries. And our foil here for this pack was a Mobile Garrison. Wow, that's crazy. That is some crazy stuff. Foundry Hornet, Hidden Stockpile, Crackdown Construct, and a Call for Unity. No foil in this pack. Malphus Revolutionary, Enraged Giant, Efficient Construction, and a Baral Chief. Well. Well, I mean, it never hurts to get duplicates of a card that's playable, but at the same time, when you think about how many rares and mythics are in the set, you really hope that in a 36 booster box you don't get duplicates of more than maybe 2, right? Outland Boar, Invigorated Rampage, our first copy of Feldar Guardian out of the last 2 boxes, and a Release the Gremlins. The Feldar Guardian is hyped up due to the fact that there's an infinite combo with Saheeli from Kaladesh. Narnam Renegade, Hungry Flames, Efficient Construction, and a Free Gem Regent. That's number 5. That's the 5th double rare. We'll go over it at the end. I think there's 5 so far. Holy moly. Gremlin Infestation, Feldar Guardian, Servo Schematic, Second Mythic, Herald of Anguish. There you go. 5/5 flyer for 7 with Improvise. And you can sack your artifacts to give things -2, -2, and also your opponent has to discard cards. Okay, we've got a foil in this pack. Ironclad Revolutionary, Tezzeret's Touch, Reckless Racer, and a SRAM Senior Edificer. People are saying that this guy's like a little... A lot of people are saying that he seems overrated. I don't know. I don't mind the fact that you get to draw cards when you cast auras, equipments, or vehicles. I have an enchantment deck that already uses guys like this. Obviously, they're better than him since they're not legendary, and they get benefits when you play enchantments and stuff. But, okay, we got a foil mythic. We got a foil Aetherwind Basker. So our foil mythic from our case is an Aetherwind Basker. Could have been worse, but it could have been better. But there it is. There it is. So that's 3 mythics, but technically the foil mythic doesn't take up a mythic slot in your packs, so maybe we'll end up with 4? Another foil in this pack, it looks like. Treasure Keeper, Invigorated Rampage, Aerial Modification, and a Greenwheel Liberator. And a foil, Ravenous Intruder. So it puts us to 6 foils, 1 being a mythic. No foil in this pack. Gonti's Machinations, Narnam Renegade, Hidden Stockpile, Baral's Expertise. That's 6. 6 duplicates. My goodness. 6 duplicate rares in 1 box. My word. My word! No foil in this pack. Cogwork Assembler, Ironclad Revolutionary, Hidden Stockpile, Secret Salvage. We saw that one in the last box, right? Yeah. Okay. Another Narnam Renegade, Enraged Giant, Efficient Construction, and a Walking Ballista. So there you go. Down to 5 packs? 6 packs? 5 packs. 5 packs left. Hidden Herbalists, Winding Constrictor, Windkin Raiders, and a Whir of Invention. No foil in this pack. Gremlin Infestation, Airdrop Aeronauts, Servo Mechanics, and an Aethertide Whale. I'm just gonna put that guy right over there. Let's do this. Now any duplicates we find we'll put in this pile over here. Because, I mean, there was 2 of these guys. Right? We'll go over it at the end once we're done. We've only got 3 packs left, so let's see what else we've got. But so far you can see there's at least 3 cards in the pile of duplicates. These cards don't want to come out of this pack. Get out of here, garbage. No foil in that pack. An Untethered Express, Tezzeret's Touch, Sly Requisitioner, and a SRAM. So, he goes in this pile, right there. He goes in that pile right there. This has been quite the box. been quite the box. Deadeye Harpooner, Daredevil Dragster, Monstrous Onslaught, and a Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Guess what? That's just gonna go over here in this pile. It's gonna go over here in this pile. Last pack! And we're only at 3 mythics, one of them being a foil, which means we only got 2 mythics in this box then, because the foil doesn't take up the mythic slot. It's gonna be an interesting box. Cogwork Assembler, Gonti's Machinations, Renegade Wheelsmith, and a Solemn Recruit. We got that guy in the last box, but not this one, so there you go. And our foil, Foil Island. Alright. Foil lands are always good to have. Not an invention, but it's a foil island. So let's just take a quick peek-see here. We've got 2 of those, 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 there's the second one of that, the second one of that, the second one of that. There's the second one of that, the second one of that, the second one of that. Okay, so here are our unique rare cards. Okay, and here are our duplicates. Aether Tide Whale. There's 2. Glint Sleeve. 2. Rishkar. 2. Inspiring Statuary. 2. Peace Walker Colossus. 2. Oath of Ajani. 2. Baral's Expertise. 2. Free Jam Regent. 2. SRAM Senior Edificer. 2. Wow. Let's talk about the randomness and the chance of something like this happening. This is like winning the lottery in a bad way. Getting this many duplicate rares in a box. The chances of that happening are so low that it's like winning the lottery, but not in a good way. Thank you, everybody, for watching on YouTube. If you could like and subscribe, that would be great. I've been your host, Mr. Bevers, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching.